no more. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Cause when my heart turned cold, have mercy on many men. Sunny days wouldn't be special if it wasn't for rain. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. Death gotta be easy cause life is hard. It'll leave you mentally and emotionally scarred. Many men, many men wish death upon me. My seal kit came in. Both them bitches. So I get to go on and replace them. That's gonna be my little miniature project for the day. Go ahead and get and repack both those boom cylinders on that loader. And now I'm chilling. I'm chilling. You gonna fold some laundry. That's what's up. I'll fold laundry with you. As long as we ain't calamari and shit. As long as you ain't on that calamari method shit. PlayStation controller triangle, which is the heavy punch when playing Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I'm not down with that calamari. The calamari method. All the women, that's all the hype for all the women. We just got a calamari. PlayStation, man. Nah, that's PlayStation controller triangle, which is the heavy punch when playing Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Y'all don't act like that triangle wasn't that heavy punch. You had on the early Mortal Kombat games that were on PlayStation, you had the triangle, the circle, the square, and the X. The triangle and the square, the triangle was the heavy punch. The square was the light punch. And the X was the heavy kick. And the, so on and so forth. Then you had to use combos to do your combo. Like how you get Liu Kang to do that shit was annoying as hell. Cause somebody will pick Liu Kang and just do that sudden death kick. That shit come out of nowhere. Like who just kicked me? Liu Kang from all the way the fuck over there. Not even the bicycle kick, but that other kick. What that shit called? That where he just showed the fuck up and kicked the fuck out you. That shit was annoying as fuck. That nigga shoot back across the screen and then come in from this way and kick you. And then leave this way and then come back in that way and kick. That shit was annoying as fuck. PlayStation controller triangle, which is the heavy punch for playing Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I think PlayStation controller triangle, which is the heavy punch for playing Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I think you do have the longest name in my whole entire zombie apocalypse group. Like you hold the BG Zombie Apocalypse Group Guinness Book of Zombie Apocalypse Group records for holding the longest name. And as of right now, Chinky Bear has the most names. So congratulations to you two. Congratulations to PlayStation Controller Triangle, which is the heavy punch from playing Mortal Kombat Annihilation, for having the longest name in the group. And congratulations to Chinky Bear, aka Little Leg Day, aka Take That Wash Rag, do like this and wash your legs today, aka Lil Low Main, aka Beef and Broccoli, no broccoli, aka Get the fuck out the left lane, for having the most amount of names. With Lil Low Main at aka Get the fuck out the left lane, please. AKA no turn signal. AKA the name. The names just don't stop. Somebody get Chinky there in the Guinness Book of World Records for most names. AKA get the fuck out the left lane, please. Please. I know here you Swadi American in the left lane doing whatever the fuck they want to do. Yeah, that's all I'm saying though. Sprain my knee, sucks. I'm a cripple now. That's because you low on magnesium. That's because you low on iron. You should have had your Wheaties for breakfast that day. You remember that what people used to tell you back in the day when you got hurt? Like, dude, you should have ate your Wheaties. Wasn't just any Wheaties. It was the Wheaties that had the Wheaties that had that Bruce Jenner nigga on the box. Should have ate your Wheaties, bro. Still in them Amish boxes. Hell no, I return the boxes. I'm a box returner. I'm not like some of you niggas. I'm a box returner. They be wanting the Amish, they be wanting their boxes back. They really do. They want the eggs, the carton that they give you the eggs in when you pick up at the drop, they want their shit back too. Don't throw that egg carton away. They want their shit back. When you go to pick up your next order, bring that egg carton, bring all of it back. That should be in the most randomest boxes possible. All your whole order be in the most random boxes. That shit is like shopping at Aldi's. How they just got them boxes on that table. You gotta pick one and match up with your order and kind of shove shit in there. That fucking table at the Aldi's, you see that shit. That shit packed with boxes. You gotta go back there, find a box, and stuff your shit in there. When the cashier finish ringing that shit up, that shit wild. Can't do that crap anymore. I'm 34. You'd be alright. Hit it with your purse and get over yourself. Get him a grease gun. He'll be okay. Get him a fucking grease gun. And here's siphoning sympathy. Audi brand Go-Gurt is next level. No, it's not. That you gotta get that Walmart brand Go-Gurt. They got the Danimals in there too. That shit right next to the Danimals. That yogurt by Yoplait, they got the animals on it. That shit by Yoplait. They don't advertise that shit Danimal, but that shit by Yoplait. I think Yoplait make Go-Gurt. That's a brand name. I'm the wrong person to ask about this type of shit though. You gotta ask. That shit Yoplait. You gotta ask the Yoplait people about that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what all Yoplait own, but I know they own Danimals. This shit come. I was in the grocery store. I walked past that shit. That shit got the spoon on the top of the cap now. They done added a disposable spoon on the cap. I said, hell yeah, that these niggas, they know y'all want y'all shit to go. Like, this ain't no sit down situation right here. This is for niggas on the go. Triangle PlayStation controller. Heavy punch button said that triangle. I think y'all the same people. You are him. The only fed in here is Hillbilly Hard. He's the only cleared fed allowed in the chat. He'll lock you up too, though. Like, these ain't jokes, people. Hillbilly Hard out there arresting somebody right fucking now. You have the right to remain silent. And then he'll hop on the live stream. Hey guys, how's it going? Like he did just fuck up somebody's whole life. Hillbilly Hard play my live stream on the way to take the perk to the precinct. That nigga in the back handcuffed, like, who the fuck is this playing over the stereo system? And it's me, like, yeah, it's like, this is my live streams I listen to. Shut the fuck up. You know, cops gotta tell you to shut the fuck up for no reason. You can be back there breathing. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up right now! You'd be like, damn, all I did was blink. Shut the fuck up! With the nightstick. Nigga in the back seat, wide eyed. Shut the fuck up. Do you understand your rights? Yes. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Like, damn. Hillbilly Hard in here. Everybody, here you go. I'm gonna point him out when he pop up. Put him on the spot. Hillbilly Hard, you just not gonna lay this one down, bro. But you're not alone. It's a couple. It's a lot of people in the chat that's not gonna live down they shit that they be doing. What's up, Professor Oak? What's up with you? So I'm oaked out. BJ, I quit smoking weed. Can I join your zombie apocalypse group? Let me check with my team first. Make sure you're cleared. You just make sure you go through the point of entry, and because people be saying that trying to smuggle shit in. I don't know. I'm clean. And the nigga get right through the gates, be right there, lighting up. Hey BG, I didn't quit smoking. Can I join? Hell no, but you can be on the outside looking in. I'll be sure to put windows up so you niggas can. Oh, what they're doing? Like, it sure is a lot of zombies out here. You know when somebody want in, but they don't want to ask to be in. So they just drop subliminals. They be like, yeah, my leg sure is fucked up. I sure am hungry. It's like zombies closing in fast, like 20 yards that way. I sure would like to be safe right now. Hey, Belinda. Oh, there go Hillbilly Hard right there, everybody. Everybody, that's Hillbilly Hard. He's a cop now. He just came in here. He be Mirandizing air though, cause he can't catch niggas. They didn't give him Nikes yet. This nigga out there trying to catch people in Yeezys. You have the right to remain silent. Put the cigarette down. You might be able to catch a nigga. Go ahead and ask him why he locked up the previous nigga. Yeah. Did you have probable cause? I did. That nigga had 31 grape cigarellos in his back pocket. So I searched him. They'll be like, oh, writing up police report. He had 31. You know, police, they gotta do the fuck. He had 33 grape cigarellos in his back pocket. That shit was outstanding. So I searched him. This nigga has too many grape cigarellos on him. This nigga's up to no good. You have the right to remain. I don't even trust niggas with 33 grape cigarellos. What the fuck you got all them grape cigarellos on you for? Why the fuck are they great, nigga? I don't trust you like that. Hold on. Niggas make a conscious decision to get the grape. I'm like, that shit was right next to the vanilla, the pineapple. That shit was next to the Garcia Vegas, and which was next to the Zigzags, which was next to the Dutchess, which was next to the White Owls. But no, this nigga decided to get them grape cigarellos. You couldn't get the honey Swisher Sweets. You couldn't get the backwood, nigga. You just chose grape cigarellos. Yeah, you up to something. This nigga's up to something. I could tell a nigga personality by what type of roll up he get. My zombie group raids other zombie groups for chickens. Huh. My chickens attack. You ain't never seen when chickens attack? Shit real. I seen that short. A nigga was surprised that a chicken flew. Chicken was on the fifth story balcony. That shit just took the fuck off and flew the fuck out. He was like, I didn't even know chickens could fly. Yeah, my shit's got all types of weapons. Steel tip wings. Yeah, my shit's is built for tough. BGB trying razor blade to his rooster's feet. Nah, that's what they do in El Salvador. Like, that shit is high level entertainment. You think it's him? I'm not sure, honestly. I see why you do, but he hasn't cracked ever calling you a rib on this account. Y'all must be talking about Matrix Breaker. He do be calling he took the rib thing a little too far. He does call everybody a fucking rib. You fucking rib! Stay in your place! Y'all talking about Matrix Breaker? Say flat earth, it'll get them. I don't know who the fuck y'all talking about at this point. You got that flat earthers in here? The earth is flat like a pancake. No, it's not. That shit round as it want to be. The earth is round. Define that. Globe. Thank you for backing me up. I told you. My Blue Jays know the earth a globe because that nigga he done flew to New Jersey and back and seen the curve. You still got that predator looking hair dreadlock? No, I cut all of it off. Like I'm sporting the bald look with the beard now. And my Blue Jays don't like it. Yeah, that shit hella spherical. Pancakes are round and flat, BG. That's the thing. That's the thing about it. That's another thing about it. Can you do a Joe Rogan impression? No, I don't watch Joe Rogan enough to do a Joe Rogan impression. I just hear other people talk about Joe Rogan, and I heard his nigger clips. They compiled the fuck out of him saying nigger. And calling niggers monkeys. Planet of the Apes! He said I was somewhere and felt like Planet of the Apes. Then he was like, nigger, 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 nigger. He disappeared from this side, came back over on this side, nigger. On one clip they had in that compilation, he said that shit like George Bush, niggers. But he said that shit like George Bush. That shit hit different. That shit was just funny as hell. You can't say niggers like George Bush and expect niggas not to laugh. BG is the biggest flat earth I know. Can you do a George Bush? I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Nigger. It is no secret, it's just like that Dave Chappelle, it is no secret that niggers and chickens are quite fond of one another around these parts. Like, I wanted the fish, but I'll take the chicken. They put that Montreal seasoning on that chicken. It'd be like, how you know I want the chicken? That shit got Montreal seasoning on it. Like, don't give me the chicken there. Wrong president, dog. Who was that? That was George Bush. That was George. Nah, that was George Bush. He from Texas. Nah, he from like Arkansas or some shit. He got the ranch in Texas now. He's like a fucking farmer now. He was like, yeah, Monica Lewinsky. It was Bush Sr. Oh, that was Bush. Nah, Bush Jr. Nah, that was the Junior Bush, not the first one. The one that was getting topped off by Monica Lewinsky, counting cash out of a suitcase, eating Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm talking about him. Hillary Clinton husband. Oh, that's Bill Clinton? That was Bill Clinton? Oh. All these niggas look alike. That what you sure? All these niggas look alike. The one that was getting topped off there. Probably both did that. He's being willfully ignorant. No, the fuck I'm not. This shit true. I get them niggas mixed. Them niggas do look alike to me. I get them niggas mixed up all the fucking time. Throw Barack Obama in that pot too. I am not no presidential scholar. All I know is that all them niggas is somehow related to each other. Barack Obama is Dick Cheney's cousin, and Bush Senior's great grandnephew, and half a stepbrother, whole cousin, half a once removed cousin to the Junior Bush. The skull and bone, all them niggas related in some type of weird, freaky way. Remember the 6-year-old? They showed that shit on PBS. It was like a 6-year-old girl. She had the chart. The 6-year-old girl, she had charts, graphs, data. She had a wheel. She had a tree with branches going off, showing you how all these niggas are related. She was like, hell yeah, I figured this shit out. He's related to him, him. And what, 5 years from now, we're going to find out who Trump was related to in that family tree. Trump may have got blessed in because he gave his daughter to a Jew. And that's how you get blessed in the dynasty like that. You probably just got to be like, yeah, that's your daughter's hand in marriage. Like how, you know, when you seen Aladdin, and Aladdin was like, I want your daughter's hand in marriage. And the Sultan was like, hell no. He put that side, he's like, you will give me your daughter's hand. You know, the same shit. That shit really be getting down like that. They be doing this shit. BG and Nephilim with an elongated skull. Strong argument for that. It's a strong argument for me being a Nephilim, according to certain people's religious ideology. They think the Hamites, they blame the Hamites because of Nimrod and what the fuck he did. Their whole line is cursed. He was a giant before Yahweh. And then Nimrod, just right, they think Nimrod was like some type of god amongst men. Nimrod! The first god king! Some weird shit. I don't really know it. Caffeine plus nicotine equals protein. I don't know. That shit sounded like you sounded like Fauci when you said that. Caffeine. That's some shit. Like, I'm not buying that. I don't. It's a protein that a nigga don't need. Nimrod was a giant hunter before the Lord. And then the Cushites, and then Moses had that Ethiopian wife. He had the Ethiopian wife, and Miriam wasn't having that. Look at this bitch. You had to marry that bitch. You just had to marry that bitch, right? You couldn't find you a good Levite woman. You couldn't find a woman from the tribe of Levi. And then that's when the Lord came down and struck that bitch with leprosy. It was like, now sit outside the camp for 7 days. You are unclean. Bro, that whole shit was funny. Cause people be sounding like Miriam today. It just be like, oh, that bitch. That bitch right there, huh? This shit was funny to me because this shit was just funny because of how that shit just happened. BG knows his stuff. Nah, that's not a true story. Like, that shit is right there in the Bible and everything. Like, because the Levites, you know, they were the priesthood. It wasn't the Jews. It wasn't the tribe of Benjamin. It wasn't the tribe of Naphtali. It was the Levites. From the Levites descended all the priests. That was the royal priesthood. The Jews had nothing to do with that shit at all. So the Levites, you know, they go find you a good Levite woman. But it was a group. They were Israelites, aka Hebrews. Going back to what, you know, Abraham was referred to when he left Babylon. So some people there say Hebrew comes from a pagan root. But Abraham was like he was in Babylon, literally. Some people say it was the most beautiful city ever. There will never be a more beautiful city like it. And then Abraham, he was chosen. He was like, yo, leave this city and go to a land that your ancestors will inherit and shit, right? He was like, all right, you know, this shit mad wild, son, but all right, you know, niggas got the traversing land, you know, just packed up all this shit and just left. That's how they walked back then. But Abraham wasn't no slouch. Obviously, he had money. He had servants. Remember Lot? Lot was his nephew. He got sick of Lot shit. It was like, he said, stop acting like you acting moist right now. Lot was like, my kneecaps hurt. He was like, all right, we gonna part ways. That was later. He was like, yo, you take this amount of servants, you go that way. We going this way. But yeah, Abraham, you know, come from the word Eber, mean to cross over, which is something he had to do in order to get to that land. But just spiritually to cross over from that Babylonian mindset to, it was promises. You know, he was like, yo, your offspring will be as plentiful as the stars in the sky, the sands on the beach. You know, there'd be a lot of them niggas. Them niggas wouldn't even know who the fuck they were. Like, they wouldn't be, we're it. You know, they wouldn't even fucking know. It was like, that's a lot of niggas right there. He promised him all the offspring. He was like, yeah, Abraham, the father of the nations and shit, you know. They had that little, they had a lot of shit going on. You know, Isaac, everyone knows about Isaac, Yitzhak. Everybody knows about Jacob. Jacob was the funniest nigga. This nigga whole name was changed to Israel. He had to overcome being a bitch because he was bitch made. Jacob was bitch made. Let's not get like Esau was that nigga. Esau was the hunter. Esau got shit cracking. Jacob had to like swindle. He swindled his way into his father's prime. You know, his father went blind and was like, yo, Yo, your arm hairy as fuck, son. You must be anyway. I'm gonna give you this blessing right now. You know, he got his brother out the house. He did the fuck out of one. There's a verse in there where Jacob went to his mom with some bullshit, and his mom was like, "Yo, stop tailbearing." That's equivalent to your mom telling you today, "Yo, stop snitching. What the fuck are you doing?" You know, he was just tailbearer. He was a tailbearer. That's the Bible's way of calling somebody a snitch. Like, stop telling on your brother like you annoying as fuck. He's just like a little bitch ass nigga, you know. He was moist. You know, he was on his way somewhere, and then, you know, that's when shit got cracking. It was like the angel of the Lord came down and was like, "Yo, you been acting like a bitch your whole life. It's time for you to earn your stripes, son." You know, that when they got the, niggas got the tussling and whatnot. You know, he made it so he can, feel good about himself and kind of win that giant. You know, he popped his collar after he was like, "Yo, your new name, Israel." Cause we wrestled and won. You know, he gave him that chin up. You know, on some big bro, like chin up, nigga, chest out. You know, and from there on out, obviously he stopped acting like a little bitch and became a man. So now this nigga Israel. So, he went to Africa, whatever. You know, he was, he hid amongst the Africans. He was just blending the fuck in. You know, he had hella kids. He had 12 sons. He gave birth. Out comes Judah. Out comes Levi. He had 12 sons. Israel had 12 sons. His 12 sons, they had, the 12 nations. The tribes back then, but nations. They just was going to inherit the land, but they had to, do some shit. They were, Manasseh and them. The older brothers was beating up the younger brothers. The same shit. Same shit going on today, nothing different. Somehow, Your name is a name now that no one can criticize without being banned. Name just like every other name. Except back in the day, names tended to have a meaning, and names conveyed a message. Not so much now. People just name something just based on how good it sounds or what the current trend is, but names have meaning. But yeah, I don't buy into that. Anybody can fucking criticize it. You can fucking do this shit all you fucking want. It's just you live long enough, you get to see the laws of man come to nothing. This shit, nothing new under the sun. It really isn't. None of these niggas, Anyway, one of them niggas had a great coat, apparently. Just had a colorful coat. He had the LGBT coat before it was LGBT. And he was just twirling the fuck around, and his brothers did what big brothers do. They beat him up. Something happened to him. They went to go get help, and he knew he was captured. And it was like, "Yo, where the fuck?" And Dad was like, "Where the fuck is your brother?" They was like, "Well, about that. He was out there acting homosexual. We beat him up, and I think he's someone's slave now. I don't really know." Judy, you seen your brother? What the fuck? What happened to him? Shit happened. So they had to go get the nigga. They went and got the nigga. And in the course of them doing all that, Pharaoh, down there in Africa, he, apparently he seen their sister. These 12, unruly niggas, he seen their sister, and some wild shit happened. He was like, "Woo, woo, woo." She was like, "Woo, woo, woo." And then, he kind of had sex with her. And then the brothers found out, and then the father was like, "Oh, yes." We about to get shit cracking. Mount up. You know, he did it, you know, tactfully. He was like, yo, you know, since you came into my daughter, you got to marry her now. He was like, all right, I'll marry her. You know, Pharaoh was like, say less. I'll marry her. When? You know, he was like, you know, let's party tonight, talk about it in the morning. Got all of them drunk, went in there, clipped their dicks, and then they were too weak to fight. They went in there and slaughtered everybody. Shit was like that back in the day. They was like, yeah, nigga, for my sister. Nigga, don't ever in your fucking life stomp them in the head. Ever in your fucking life. Fuck wrong with him. And then they moved on. That's pretty much the end of that. Yo, BG, I got to smoke a brisket for a YouTuber from Kansas City. What the YouTuber name? His family really liked it. We're gonna have a brisket off at the annual BG meetup. Oh goodness. He basically said we're gonna have a pissing contest. Let's see who can piss the furthest. Obviously, I make the best brisket. Alright, if we do that, it gotta be some rules. No fucking pellet smokers. No pellet. Stick burners only. Stick burners only. No drum smokers. No pellet smokers. No box style smokers. No Weber Smoky Mountains. You know, it'd be that one retarded nigga show up with a Weber Smoky Mountain. We're like, I'm ready. With a Cleveland Browns helmet on. Just retarded as he wanna be. But he out there with his Webby Smoker Mountain. Got that Weber Smoky Mountain. I got a brisket on. Ooh, I'm going to use an air fryer, have it ready. No air fryers. It got to be stick burners only. That other shit too easy for you. See, when you're using a stick burner, it's not just about the preparation of the meat or the choice of meat or quality of meat. It's about the actual cook. It's about the technique. It's about fire management. All types of new science comes into play. Yeah, I want to see where your head is at. It takes intelligence to bang out a brisket on an offset, and you got to start early. You got to start early. You got to have endurance for that. You got to have endurance. You can bring any offset. I don't care. Brazo, Old Country Brazos, or Oklahoma Joe's, a Highland. You can bring a Longhorn. You can bring some custom-made shit. We only going to do one brisket. I don't give a fuck what smoker you bring. You gotta start early. And you're gonna have 12 hours. You're gonna have 12 hours to get it done. Nothing over 12 hours will be accepted. So if you plan on doing a brisket hot and fast, you may want to start when you only have like 5-6 hours left. All that shit got to be ready at the allotted time frame, right there. Right fucking there, got to be ready. If it's late, it won't be admitted. Set it and forget it in that crock pot, bro. What man uses a crock pot? Who does that? And any niggas in here use a crock pot? Faith, can you kick them out and get them a grease gun? Type of shit. No grown man uses a crock. Women use crock pots. I'm gonna tell you why. They put the shit in there. They set it, forget it, so they can go read a Sandra Brown novel on the couch, or they can get on their laptop and shop for shelves online. Like, men don't do that crock pot shit. The fuck is that about? Hell no. Like, we're active cookers. Shit is intense. Shit is going on right now. Like, this shit needs my attention. I ain't no fucking crock pot. That's why I don't touch ovens and shit like that, Holmes, unless I'm really motivated. Unless shit really about to be delicious. Nah, I'm an outdoor cooker. Now I like to be on top of things. Men cook like how they watch kids. Men watch kids and cook the same. Hey, I don't hear nothing out there. What's going on out there? Every 15 fucking minutes. Women, you'll come home. Women got a house full of kids. They climbing on the ceiling. They sitting on the sofa reading the fucking Tom Clancy novel. they just chilling. Men on top of shit. Hey, you got to check on shit. Shit too quiet. Shit too loud. You ever had a house full of kids and you don't hear anything? You like, oh hell no. What the fuck y'all in there doing? Fuck going on in here? Everybody in there reading a book. Y'all need to read a little louder. Nah, ain't no reading to yourself. You need to say that shit. You need to say that shit. They need to read to themselves. Nah, don't read that shit in your head. You need to pronounce all those words. I need to hear you. And that's what all fathers do. Go in there and play and make noise. Go play, make noise. Bro, when shit get too quiet, they doing something. They doing something. What's up with the kid? No chicken tender, briskets only. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think brisket is overrated. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you, fam. You could do the same shit with a roast. You could do that shit with a rump roast. Nigga, I know I'm broke, but damn, you don't have to. Nah, that brisket shit overrated. Nah, you could do that same shit. That would. These barbecue stands, they selling you rump roast and calling that shit brisket so they can mark up the price. And you none the wiser. You like, this is really good. It's not even brisket. You making a Berlin wall from wood. Fuck that Berlin wall. This is my wailing wall. And in order to pledge your allegiance to Big Wood, you gotta fly here, get on one knee, and kiss my wall. Yes. I've completed it. This whole fucking fence line is complete. Look at it. Have you kissed that oak wall yet? No, that's for you to do. To pledge your loyalty to Big Wood. All types of politicians. Ron DeSantis, he gonna live. He gonna pull up with it. He gonna tent back here so he can kiss it for multiple days. This nigga Ron DeSantis is a freaky nigga. That nigga, he just want to kiss something. That nigga is a wall kissing nigga. He just, another wall to kiss. Got Ron DeSantis in my back pocket, and his back pocket is full of Gogurt. There's another wall to kiss. Like, back up. Hell yeah, so y'all bring y'all knee pads. Come out here. I'll even let you put worldly wishes on a little post-it note and stick it right in the cracks and crevices. You can put your little worldly wishes and demands in the cracks and crevices. Dope, that shit come true. It's no different than the Make-A-Wish well, where you just put a penny. Except it need to be dollar bills in that envelope that you put in there. Write your prayer request. Put some bills in the envelope and shove that shit in there. That shit the prayer. You need your knee pads. Bring your knee. Who said, bro, don't say knee pad? Bring your knee pads and kiss this wall. So yeah, anyway. So when Moses got his wife, Miriam was like, this bitch. I can see the look on her face when the angel of the Lord just shot down. You, come here. She was like, oh shit, me? That's back when everybody was scared. It was like, me? Set that bitch outside the camp for 7 days. That bitch was ostracized 7 days for talking shit. That's just some funny shit right there. I don't know what to tell you. This bitch got me put out the camp. Just ain't no the wall kissing. Hell no, they gonna kiss that western wall. That western / wailing wall is gonna get kissed. Fuck you mean? That shit just right there is gonna get kissed. They don't even want nobody to come repair the cracks. That's where people slip money into. They can't have a nice looking wall. That shit just gotta look like that. Just walk outside one day and see a construction crew out there trying to patch up that wall. They're like, hell no, what the fuck are y'all doing? That's where we keep shit. What are the barbecue rules? You gotta use an offset smoker only. If you cannot afford an offset smoker, one will be appointed to you, and you have a 12-hour cooking time. And no Weber Smoky Mountains. He didn't say not to bring a Weber Smoky Mountain with a Green Bay Packers helmet on. That's it. May the odds be forever in your favor. Why don't you like pellet smokers? It's a fucking oven. It's an oven. It's an outdoor oven. It's not really outdoor cooking, but it is outdoor cooking. You plug it up outside and it's an oven. It has dials and knobs on it. It's electric. You have to have an outlet. You need an outlet, son. There's people in here that don't know what a pellet smoker is. That shit is homosexual as hell. There's a market for it. There's a certain place that those type of grills fit in. You could do the same shit inside. You're not gonna get that rich smoky flavor. You're gonna get that compressed pellet shit. Alright? You put the meat on the grill, which is essentially an oven. You close the lid, you set the dial, you come back, you know. Your fucking wife could do that. No. No, stick burners only. Old people, I understand. When I'm old, I'll probably have a fleet of pellet smokers. Cause you get too old and your kneecaps hurt. All that getting up and down, checking on shit, adding a stick every 15, 30 minutes. That shit fuck with you. Yeah, you get when you with Tachi running free age, you get a pellet smoker. But y'all young bucks with pellet smokers, what the fuck are y'all doing? I'm fucking disappointed. No, go in there, bother your wife to use her oven. See, you might as well use her fucking oven. Fucking. That propane shit not flying neither. This ain't king of the hill. Niggas be out there, they got their I got my propane, I got my smoke, my propane. Nigga, you might as well use a gas stove for that shit. You might as well be cooking that shit on the stove top. Fuck wrong with y'all, nigga? This wood. Oh yeah, your wood gang gotta be on point too. And you have to buy your wood for your offset smoker from an authorized big wood vendor, dealer. I have to authorize who the fuck you buy. You gotta buy it from me. Basically. And all I got is oak. Everybody gotta use the same type of wood too. No, you can use different woods. You can use different woods. It don't matter what wood you use. As long as it's not pine and that other shit. Gas stoves cause asthma. Well, how you feel about propane grills? How you feel about those then? No fucking cedar. No, y'all know, don't show up wearing the Cleveland Browns helmet. Y'all know what the fuck to do. Don't bring no fucking cedar. This nigga showed up with cedar and pine. He cooking. Who gonna eat that? I'm not eating that shit. Yeah, but those are the only rules though. I like pallet wood for smoking. Well, look on. The fuck no. You gotta buy your. What? Dude, that sounds delicious. I know, doesn't it? The Coca-Cola pellets? No. You the reason Woody Woodpecker is homeless? No, that emerald ash borer is the reason Woody Woodpecker is homeless. That emerald ash borer dropping ash trees from here all across the fucking country. Them fucking boring larvae. They'll drop a whole fucking forest. And niggas will be like, but he's cutting trees down. Nature. I'm like, nigga, that emerald ash borer is nature. Nature attack itself. Nature don't give a fuck about nature. You ever told that emerald ash borer to get the fuck out the tree? Don't they shit just look at you like, Then that bitch burrow. That bitch burn that wood and prevent that tree from doing that photosynthesis shit, right? or however the fuck this shit happened. Post Oak, Best Oak, oh, you Texas niggas. That's something of Texas that need that Post Oak. You gotta use that Post Oak. It ain't nothing but that Post. If it ain't that Post Oak, cause we from Texas, the best barbecue come from Texas. You gotta have that Post Oak. They don't use that Post Oak out there in Alabama. They don't use. Oh, they still cook it with sycamore in Arkansas. They use that sycamore tree. That's all Texas niggas do is the Post Oak, and then talk shit about what everybody else use. They out there using that alderwood right there, that alderwood tree that done fell here, that emerald ash boy, and they cook it with birch. They out there cooking with birch. He out there be cooking with birchwood. The Texas people show he out there cooking with birch. That's not Post Oak. Where that Post Oak go? He don't even know about that Post Oak. That's the best type of wood you cooking down here. He using birch. You're like, damn, leave me the fuck alone. Look at he out there using that red oak. He using red oak. He supposed to be using that Post Oak. If it ain't what he cooking with Post. He cooking with white oak. He supposed to be using that red oak. Using that red oak. You know that Texas barbecue. Fuck Texas barbecue. You already know everything bigger in Texas right here. You got the big everything, the grill bigger, the grill grate bigger, the firebox bigger, everything, the Post Oak tree bigger. We got mesquite wood right there and grow in Arizona right there. We use Post Oak, cooking everything Post Oak cook. My wife cooked Post Oak, cooked that tuna noodle casserole Post Oak. Texas niggas will put a tuna noodle casserole on the smoker and use Post Oak and think they did something. I use Post Oak because we cooked it. Don't nobody know about that Post Oak. It's the best wood. Them niggas is aggressive. Bro, I'm on the forums, I know. I know how these Texas niggas operate. I know. That's all it, like somebody make a post and they cooking, they got what's in that firebox. They be like, oh yeah, I'm using birch. Something, that's not Post Oak. You don't know what you doing. It ain't Post Oak. Like he newbie, a fucking newbie. He ain't even using Post Oak. What's in that firebox? They're like this red oak I'm cooking with. I'm using scarlet oak. That's not Post Oak. You don't know what you doing. You a newbie. This Texas barbecue, we do it the best. Texas is Florida on steroids. Them niggas is real braggadocious. Just Texas. Everything bigger in Texas. Meanwhile, you go to Texas, everything's smaller. Smaller portions. You ever been to a Texas silver diner? the fucking the fucking meatloaf dinners. The meatloaf the size of a $50. Like, why they put that shit on the plate? You be like, why the fuck? Where's the rest of it? We don't get portions like this out in Virginia. We use Post Oak though. We be like, hell no, nigga, this shit the size of a Sacagawea coin. You know, the Indian giant that had the baby on the back. The baby was coughing. Y'all remember that coin? That shit was worth $1. The Sacagawea. She had the baby on the back. The baby was coughing. The baby was coughing in the picture. She was at that pit. Use the Post Oak. 3 of the top 5 fattest cities in Texas. It's because the food is good. What you try to say? Everything is bigger in Texas. They were talking about their wives when they said that. Everything is bigger in Texas. They were talking about their wives. They wife come out the house. No, nigga, she is the house. Huh. We use Posto. I'm done. Texas, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want no smoke with Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas. Hey, y'all got bigger drug cartels out there too. BG looked like Sway in the morning. That shit was iconic as fuck when Kanye West said, "You don't have the answer, Sway." That shit was epic. That shit still used as a soundbite to this day. You don't have the answer, Sway. I done got Sway. I done got AJ from Free and AJ on 106 in Park. I done got all time. I done got Mr. Cheeks. I done got all types of shit. I done got Damian Marley. I done got Herbalist Guru. I done got Drug Dealer. There's a drug dealer right there. Excuse me, Mr. Drug Dealer. Excuse me. Where can we find a strain of weed called Michelle Obama? Like, nigga, do I look like I know where that shit? That shit was a real thing. Like back in 09 and shit, it was like, yo, this that Michelle Obama right here, son. This shit strong. Fuck you mean, nigga, this shit. This shit strong. Fuck wrong with you? Buy this shit. Niggas wanted $80 for a quarter ounce of that shit. Like, what the fuck? Niggas said them dispensary prices is high as fuck. They done went back to buying weed from street dealers. They taxing the shit out you niggas. You fucking weed heads can't get a break. Weed heads hope Bartholomew still slinging them nickel bags on the corner. Cause that dispensary shit is high as fuck for no reason. Grow your own. Yeah, invest in weed growing infrastructure and bring that shit. Half of y'all live in apartments. You grow that shit in the apartments. Some of y'all live in the suburbs. You can't just grow that shit in your backyard in the fucking suburbs. Even if you got your neighbors don't see that shit, there's a stray cat somewhere that just be picking up shit in his mouth and to take it back to somebody's doorstep. Who's growing weed in the neighborhood? You gonna have one of them type of neighbors is like that shit get tall as a bitch too. That shit peeking over the fence. Niggas gonna see that kid. Nigga, is that cannabis? I don't even know all what you gotta do to it. Don't you gotta hang this shit upside down or some shit? for like 3 weeks and let the shit dry out. You gotta dry that shit, got the season. Them buds have too much moisture in them. Niggas run around with moisture meters. Niggas drying that shit out. Niggas got the recipe. It's like, yeah, you got to grow it until this happened. You know, the shit buds up, crystallizes over. You know, then you got to, you know, you got to prune it. You got to dry. I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube channel that covers this shit. Like, do that shit stank? Like, you just grow that shit outside, people walking by it over there. Hey, it smell like weed right here. It's a nigga out there right now growing that shit in the front yard, no fucks given. They don't give a fuck what HOA got to say about it. I know my rights. Nigga HOA at his top. Not about the weed growing in the front. About the color paint, the paint he chose to paint his door with. HOA do the weirdest shit ever. They be like, excuse me, your car is the wrong color for this neighborhood. You gotta get that shit painted. They be like, you don't see this weed plant growing right? They be like, yo, that. They be like, yo, you can't have anything under 5. You can't have anything under 15% tint, big dog, in the neighborhood. That shit a fine. You gonna have to pay a fee for that shit every month. That shit gonna be added to your HOA fee. That magnolia tree that was there before you moved in, that shit can't be there. You got to pay a fee for each month you continue to have that magnolia tree in the yard. We don't have magnolia trees on in this block, in this neighborhood. HOA pull up, excuse me, no Chevys. You have a Chevy in your driveway. That shit is banned. Didn't you read the paperwork? Yeah, you gotta pay a fee. That shit is a fee. Excuse me. Your wife is overweight. Didn't you read the paperwork? The shit, every time you had, they be like, the shit is in the paperwork. You didn't read it? Be like, where is it? My wife is overweight. They be like, yes. Nigga, that shit is a fee. Every month she's overweight. That shit will be added on to your HOA. Be like, what the fuck? HOA be getting people shit towed. You ever went outside and your car wasn't there in your drive? That shit was just disappeared from your driveway. Like, where the fuck is my car? They done had that shit towed because it was peeking out like an inch beyond your driveway. Like, yeah, we had that shit towed. We measured. It's a nigga walking around with a tape measure seeing your bumper stick out past your driveway limits. That shit was going into the sidewalk. We told that shit. Didn't you read the paperwork? Shit was right there in the fucking paperwork. You did the agreement. They can be like, yo, that maple tree got too many branches on it. Like, yo, you need to cut that. Yo, HOA wild as fuck, son. Yo, they fucking wild. They off the chain. They are off the fucking chain. That shit funny, though, when you not the one going, that shit funny. You can look back and laugh on it. We all been there. You can look back and laugh on it. Your shit used to get towed because your sticker, that your car inspection sticker was expired. They had towed your shit. You got to park with your shit facing the garage, nigga. You can't just park with that expired sticker out. Nigga, they gonna read your license plate. They go around doing that shit. They be like, yeah, this nigga is past due on emissions. Tow this shit right now. Apartment complexes do the fuck out of one with that. If you live in an apartment complex and you haven't taken your car through inspection and that sticker on your windshield expired, they towing that shit. Fuck you mean? That shit will not be there in the morning. Fuck you mean? They towing that shit. They towing that shit. You late on emissions, they towing that shit. And you got one too many guests over, they towing that shit. They towing all that shit. They tow first and ask questions later. They tow. The departments don't play. They tow first and ask questions later. They sort that shit out after you pay that $300 flat rate fee for towing, for getting your shit towed. You be like, damn, I was parked right there. I was just running groceries up. They'd tow your shit with your car running. That shit still, you go in the building to take something upstairs, nigga. They will tow that shit. Like that shit was running in a legal area. Like, man, this shit is where you drop off visitors though. Like I was just running. I wasn't even gone 2 seconds. Like my shit was still running. Like the door was open. You knew I was coming back. Ain't nothing I can do about it now. This shit out of my hands, big dog. You gonna have to take that up with. They'll tow your shit with you and your family in it. Be like, yeah, you ain't supposed to park right here. Nigga, I'm not parked. They'll tow your shit still in drive. You ain't supposed to park right here. Nigga, I'm not parked. I had to slow down. It's a speed bump right there. Fuck, I wasn't parked. Like that shit took too long though. Yeah. Yeah, it's out of my hands now. You and your family going for a fucking ride in the wrong direction. You in the driver's seat. Kids in the back. Dad, where the fuck are we going? I don't know. We're being told. Whoever got told at the apartments. You don't know. You're like, was my shit stolen? You ever went to the apartments to drop somebody off, you walk them upstairs, say goodbye, come back, your car. You got to call them back up. Hey, I might need to spend the night. You think I can spend the night? I don't know where the fuck my car would. The first time your car get towed, you don't know how the fuck to feel or think. They'd be like, yo, did my shit get stolen? Where the fuck is my shit at? Did I park it right here? That Michelle Obama weed fucking with my head. I'm pretty sure I left it right here. I know you was lost at the junkyard as a kid. Hell no. The junkyard is like a whole playground. I was lost at the junkyard as an adult. Fuck you mean? was a kid, nigga just in that bitch lost the roads. The fucking road, he moving cars with the pilot fork, got the wheel load on it, bitch. Be like, alright, I'm just looking for a engine harness real quick. This shit just a sea of cars and all of them fucked up. You in that bitch, you have been to an unorganized junkyard, that shit, you be like, yo, where are the Volkswagen Passats? No one knows. Excuse me, have you seen a Volkswagen Passat? It'd be like, try down that way. Nigga at the junkyard looking for a Volkswagen Passat. The only thing in there is Jeep Grand Cherokees. Our 18 Road 12, bro, we had the ghettoest junkyard. That shit was a junkyard. They meant that shit. The title, it was right there in the title. They meant that shit. It wasn't nowadays you go to the junkyard, they got the computers up front. They selling windshield wipers and windshield washer fluid right there on the little rack. You be like, is this a junkyard or a Meineke? They got like 3 bays, niggas working on cars. Nigga, the old school junkyards, nigga, good luck. That shit, they be like, get back there. It's a gate. It's a gate, and this one nigga up there doing the orders and shit. He don't know what nothing is. Meineke wild as shit. They always got some other shit going on. Meineke technicians be on one day. Meineke is like y'all with y'all niggas, y'all franchise. Fuck, Meineke always got a new technician doing engine work and shit. You don't know what the fuck he doing. It's just no one else showed up. He the only one there. They put him on exhaust detail. Dude, this one patch up this person's exhaust. This nigga never held a welder before. Just be like, all right. This do the water pump. Nigga never done a water pump before. Be like, all right. Nigga show up with a stick shift. They be like, fix it. They be like, all right. Nigga get in there and can't move. Be like, I need help. How the fuck I'm supposed to move this in the engine bay? The bay. Find the dirtiest dude in the junkyard. He know where it's at. They always got that one dude that he got overall. He got the onesie on too. Look for the nigga with the onesie on. That's the best advice in the junkyard. It's a nigga with a onesie. That shit got hella grease on it. Thinking that onesie got hella grease on it. He know everything. He typically has a cigarette dangling from his lip too. got a pocket full of various solenoids. Like this nigga's the talk to the nigga holding the shift solenoid. All right. This nigga got a ABS module in one hand. He always got some random shit going on with him. He worked there though. Or he may not work there. He just know where everything at because he's always there. You seen that one junkyard that occasionally does, if you can carry it across a 20-foot stretch, it's your. I seen the memes. I seen the memes on Facebook. And the one dude had a whole engine strapped to, he had the, this nigga had the engine. This nigga was carrying it. There be people leaving with transmissions, all types of shit. They be like, oh, you can carry, free. Niggas be leaving with transmissions and shit. Nigga had a Honda Fit on his head. A whole Honda Fit. I haven't been to a junkyard in a while though. I used to go to a junkyard to get the work done on my Ford Explorer when I had it. Because I took the Ford, this was before I was working on cars. I took my Ford Explorer, it was a 2000. Took my 2000 Ford Explorer to a repair shop, and the garage told me there's nothing they could do. The problem is my leaf spring shackles are rusted through and shot, and basically the body's sitting on the frame. And they called my shit a death trap, and they said they can't help, because that's just too much. So I took my shit to a junkyard, Big Rick's. That nigga had my shit done in like one day. I was like, they said this the problem, this what they wanted. He was like, oh, run around on right there on by, I'll do something weird, call you back in a little bit, leave your number right there, my daughter in the front. Called me, was like, yo, shit ready. Went outside, that shit had new leaf springs, the new shackles with new bushings, new bolt, everything. I was like, all right. But over time, I took my Jeep Grand Cherokee there when I had the ball joints done, because I was scared to do ball joints. Like, that was one job. People was like, what year was this? How old was I? This was a while ago. I was scared though. I looked up a video on how to do this shit. This is when I was really starting to get into this shit. I was just scared. And I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that shit. Because that shit, the solid axle, that shit not like the shit on my truck. That's them solid axle vehicles, the ball joint, when you got that Dana, that shit sit right there, it's a C. And that shit is pressed into the fucking axle housing. Yeah, not the control arm. That shit pressed into the axle. That shit was just, I was just like, oh, that shit, wow. And that shit took him forever. And I went back there. I was like, can I see what the fuck going on? He was like, go on back there. Nigga was working. He had the onesie on. He had the air hammer going. And I'm sitting there watching him, the suspension, everything torn the fuck apart, the whole front end. And I'm sitting there, and he had that oil rag. He wiped his face with it. He was like, this shit give me problem right here. This shit give me a hell of a problem. They got this shit done though, but they didn't quite, like my wheel fell off. Like the ball joints was good, but my wheel fell off. They didn't really tighten the lug nuts. He must have forgot to tighten that lug nut. And I heard it. I heard it for like a whole day, but my dumb ass was just dumb and useless. And I heard clunk, 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 clunk. And I'm like, man, my shit fucked up again. I'm thinking I gotta take it back to him, something fucked up. That shit was my wheel. It was just wobbling. And that shit ripped the stud out. And when it ripped that one stud out, when I hit a pothole, that whole wheel just caved the fuck in. And I could see all the wheel studs were stripped right out of the hub. And I was just like, yeah, I kind of want to do my own shit now. Yeah, my shit was just ride. It made a sound. I was fucking retarded. I should have checked it out, but I relied on other. I was like, you know, driving is pretty important. So niggas drive to work every fucking day. It's a pretty big deal. Driving is. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I gotta get my shit together. I gotta get my shit together, man. And I got that other Jeep, and I did my first ball. I recorded my first time doing ball joints on that Jeep. It's on this channel. That shit was wild. But they didn't, what I noticed was they didn't have the right tool. He was sitting there using an air hammer trying to bang out the ball joints, probably going the wrong way. I don't fucking know. But I bought the ball joint press kit. Still got the ball joint press kit till this fucking day. Beautiful kit. It's a great kit. It's awesome, amazing, outstanding. Got it on eBay. I think it was like $100. And I had to get a breaker bar. And I had to put a cheater pipe on the breaker bar. Because that shit under hella pressure. And my first time hearing that ball joint, when I got it just under that lip, and that shit just started shooting up out of the upper C of the air, that jump, pop! And that shit was just so satisfying. And I couldn't wait to do the bottom ball joint, and I pressed that bitch down, pop! I was like, oh my goodness. I'm talking squibbies to you, baby. Squibbies. I was like that bit groove out like, hey, they got this did something. You know when you feel accomplished. So I did that. I knew it was over. I was like, damn right. Tools are hella expensive though. That's how I just got my. What the fuck am I talking about? What? Red Loctite everything on your vehicle before selling to a junkyard. Damn, that's just a dick move right there. Yeah, that's just a fuck no. No, don't do that. Help the next person out. Don't do that. I remember I got my first impact wrench. Yo, every boy, man, child, teen, they remember their first impact wrench. Because before you was using that 1/2-inch ratchet, trying to loosen wheel studs, you was retarded as fuck. You was using a 1/2-inch, you was using a 10-inch, 1/2-inch ratchet trying to loosen the wheel studs on the BMW European vehicles, and then take the wheel nuts off of the American vehicles shit. You thought you was doing the fucking, you had to stand on, remember you had to stand on that bitch, waka, crow. You'd be like, hell yeah, I got one wheel nut off, 4 more to go. Nigga, get on top of that car, you put that ratchet on that bitch, you stand on it and bounce, waka, crow. You'd be like, hell yeah, I'm almost there now. That shit take forever. Man, I got my impact wrench. I said, oh my goodness, nigga, put that bitch on that bitch. That's how the impact wrench sound when you get it. It's fighting against, because that shit be torqued to like 120 feet-pound. That bitch, that shit zip off. You like, oh hell yeah. You be like, oh hell yes. Oh hell, I love auto repair sound. That shit music to my ear. That bitch, when that shit fighting. When that shit win the fight and it start loosening up and backing off, you just be like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You just be like, oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. I remember when Ingersoll Rand came out with that that 1200 foot-pound reverse torque, 1/2-inch. It had a 1/2-inch anvil on it. With the circlet, had the ring. And that bit and it had the light on that bit. I was like, oh man, I really want this Ingersoll Rand impact wrench. Oh my, that is a sexy impact wrench. You could Google it. You can look at it. That shit that shit look way better than Milwaukee. I promise you. I would have went with Ingersoll Rand so fucking hard, but not Snap-on. Milwaukee just had more tools to offer. So I ended up going with the Milwaukee impact wrench that had the 1100 feet-pound reverse torque. But I remember that Ingersoll Rand, like that shit was a game changer for me. I used to watch videos of people just using it, and I was like, and I couldn't afford that shit. Like that shit was like $500 or some wild shit like that. Shit was like $500. Then you needed the battery, and then you needed the charger. Damn, that was back in the day, man. I done took a walk down memory lane with this shit. I remember getting all of my tools and what led up to it. I remember all of my equipment. Everything I got a story behind it. But my Milwaukee impact wrench hasn't let me down. I got the 1/2-inch, and then I got the stubby. And I use the stubby. That's great for suspension because it can fit in tight spaces, and it's 1/2-inch. is 250 feet-pound reverse torque. But the first one Milwaukee came out with, the Nut Buster, the 1100 feet-pound reverse torque, that shit, I still had that one till this day. That's what I use. I still use it almost every other day. Like, no lie. Like, that shit will not die. Nothing. I ain't never had no issues with it switching between different modes. And I still have my breaker bar. Sometimes you need that breaker bar. And my Daytona jack that I got from Harbor Freight, it got that long dumbass handle. And the opening is big enough for me to slip over my breaker bar. I got the 22-inch. I got a Sears, the Craftsman breaker bar. It's an 18-inch. And it's all metal with the half-inch anvil. It's a half-inch. And I slipped the jack handle over it. And it makes the overall length of it makes the overall length of the breaker bar, like, I believe, like 46 inches or some shit like that. That shit hella long. Like, that shit long as fuck. That's what I use to break the gland nut on the my hydraulic cylinder. That shit just gives you all the leverage in the world. I fucking love it. I use my jack handle. I'm gonna use it today. I'm replacing the I'm gonna repack the lift cylinders, and I'm gonna use that gland nut wrench with and slip that breaker bar. I mean, not the breaker bar, but that jack handle over it. That shit just. Fuck am I talking about? All women just left because they got no clue what you talking about, Willis. And they know, hey, people, there's a fucking grease gun. You know, niggas talk about the inner workings of a grease gun. If it got a nipple on it, you need a grease gun. That's how it sounds when the nozzle of your grease gun go over berserk fitting. And you already know my shit got a full semi-auto option on it. Anyway. Baby Ozark in the building. What's up? Little baby Ozark. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. I'm about to get up out of here. Dude, I think I got delivery. Then I'm gonna come back and bang out at least one lift cylinder. And I'm gonna call it a day. I ain't doing much today. Taking it easy. You know. Did you have both cordless impact wrench and drivers? Yeah, I got the 18, the M18. All my impact wrenches are M18, and my impact driver is M12. I use that M12 impact driver to use the fasten the boards to my trailer, and that's a lot of fasteners. I picked up like four buckets of the wood to metal screws from Lowe's. It's the wood to metal screws, and that shit went right through that wood. It shot right through that angle iron, and I used that M12 impact driver to do it. I thought I would need the bigger one, but that M12, that little baby one, it handled it just fine. Got the new decking boards on the trailer taken care of. That's how you gotta secure them when you get them on there. You gotta fasten it to that angle iron. You use that. You don't sit up there drilling holes and you use that the wood to metal screws. That shit worked perfectly. That shit a time saver too, but I use like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I use like 18 screws per board. Cause I did two. Everywhere the angle iron was, on the trailer and the board was over it. Two, right on up. And I used 10 boards. 10 boards. The 2x8s. 10 2x8s. 16 feet long. That shit was expensive. Anyway, I ain't gonna bore y'all with the details. I just came on here to talk shit. I ain't even talk shit today. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. It's the Bears. It's the Bears. Who got on a Chicago Bears helmet? BG be using Tire Shine as moisturizer. Hell nah, I used to work at a car wash though. When you wash somebody's tires and clean their wheels, they do not appreciate that shit. They be like, hurry up! Yeah, they be rubbing their tire. You ever rub somebody's tire the wrong way? That's the wrong way! You're like, damn, you're supposed to go with the grain. Like, damn, it's just a tire, sir. Niggas get real fancy with their vehicles. Hurry up! Like, damn, nigga come back to the car wash like, yo, my tire isn't shined properly. This nigga, who shined my tires? This nigga missed the spot. He'll be talking to the manager. This nigga, who on tire shine? He missed the spot. Look at this shit. Look at this ashy spot. Didn't even know water hit it. You be back, they bitch trying to hide. Hey, people real weird with their car. I haven't got my truck washed not once since I got it. That shit get washed. I'm out. I'm out.